Right, so I'm assuming that since you're watching this video, you know what Helverboss is, and you also know that the second season has the entertainment value of a wet driveway, because of undisclosed reasons. So what if I told you that in my quest to find the next great indie animation, I instead found a show that takes all of the worst parts of Helver, dials them up to 11, and then dumps the animation quality out on the street like a newly bathed baby. Say hello to Madtown. The horizon isn't lined up properly. Unnecessary ads for Gamer Girl energy drink placed right above residential property. These curtains are translucent and would do absolutely nothing to maintain privacy or keep the light out.
It's another great sunny day out there this Monday morning with a high of 69. Nice.
Inappropriate radio anchor.
Forecast, it's gonna be a great day.
This PC is unreasonably far away from this monitor, and all of the cables are worryingly accessible to the cat. We now come to the first actual animation of the show, and it's this horrible mess that I will be talking about at the end of this video.
I don't know why, Mr. Mittens, but today,
This stand isn't centered on its base.
even if it kills me. That's very hurtful.
But necessary for someone who would willingly keep a shirt that screws up the word landing that badly.
Well, good morning, best roommate ever. Are you ready to have another great day today?
There is no way this girl would be awake at 7 AM. Also, I have several problems with the proportions here.
Oh.
Nobody prints bills on paper this small. Also, there's all this space all over the fridge and you still chose to overlap two things. Also, this cupboard has no handles. We now spoil the plot of the first 2 episodes in this introduction. Yeah, there are 2 episodes of this. The art style used in this weird math equation is so much better than the actual style of the show. The title card has a fit for no reason. Not so inspirational poster. Also, this trend line is incorrect.
Let's do the roll call, shall we?
This is a college class, there's no roll call.
Maxine?
Sup, bitch?
Remember how I told you that this series took all the worst parts of Vivzy Pop's work? Yeah, well that includes the incredibly unfunny vulgar humour. The next minute or so is just a compilation of such.
Ugh, this is why I hate you people.
This angle makes no sense. We should be several levels above Jeffrey and Mr. Fly over here, but we're showing them at eye level. Heather's placement in the next shot also has this same problem.
When we last left off yesterday, Ajax had just used the book The Necronomicon to summon the Grim Reaper.
Leaving your class on a cliffhanger.
So as you can imagine, this of course made the Reaper understandably pissed.
Speaking of which, I am exactly that at the fact that we can't decide between red or green being the colour of death.
No one has been able to find the Necronomicon, or the body of the idiot who last used it. Don't ask me how they would have been able to tell how he died, even though they never found him.
Pointing out your own plot holes.
What does any of this have to do with economics class?
Now this is a much better joke that was actually set up beforehand by aforementioned incorrect graphs. Someone copied some frames into the wrong spot. The Necronomicon should be visible here.
You're a book that can talk. That's not normal. I got high on unicorn butt sex, didn't I?
I hate this line so much.
Okay, my drug-addled friend, let's just slow down just a sec.
That's not how physics works. Also, the label Necronomicon was on the spine in the last shot, and it's gone now.
Blah blah blah, Necronomicon. Blah blah blah, summons Grim Reaper to grant wishes.
Those words never came out of his mouth in that order.
I found it.
This page actually has stuff about the Grim Reaper on it that fits to the lore, but spends half of the page congratulating us for pausing to look at the page instead of telling me how to sell my soul for more subs.
We got everything we need to summon the Reaper except the blood of a virgin.
Oh, that? Nah, he'll be fine.
This book is the embodiment of that one guy who says he can substitute flour with mayonnaise and the cake will still turn out fine.
O great spirit beyond this realm, I summon you with this plesm.
You messed up realm, but got plesm right. I can't even spell plesm. Why do they have this roided out goat framed on the wall?
And it's working!
Why did the Reaper show up naked? I know the embodiment of death isn't exactly required to stay decent, but you were gonna put on the cloak anyway.
Horrendous!
There, do I look like a fucking fairy godmother to you now?
This man has said 4 sentences, 3 of which involved swearing, and the 4th involves swearing but when your 6-year-old is within earshot.
Now you just look like a bold, sad, angry old man. Victoria, it's your dad!
Why is there not more of this comedy?
How would you like to wish for a chicken that lays golden eggs? Fair warning, she also shits pure silver. I don't know why, she just does. Or if you wanted, you could just wish for $1 million.
Reusing models in one-piece suits.
Or maybe there's someone you really want to die.
Oh God! Some got my mouth.
This bit goes on for way too long. Also, none of it got in your mouth.
I don't know, maybe you wanted to stop drinking so much?
Hooray for crippling alcoholism.
And make her fall in love with you.
Oh, no. I want to get her to like me the natural way, not with magic or any of that that's forced against her will and kind of fucked up when you think about it.
This guy has no problem summoning a literal angel of death to sell his soul, but draws the line at altering brain chemistry.
Well, no, I'm just...
Idiot.
Oh yeah, it's definitely an idiot.
Charlie dispelled all the other magic, but the cat can still talk.
They don't have much room to talk as it is. One's a freaking book, one licks her ass and sleeps all day. The other's a cat.
This girl apparently has excellent flexibility.
Isn't that the girl who blocked you on Facebook for liking pictures of her feet or some shit? Like a weirdo?
I wasn't being a weirdo, I just wanted to show my support for someone who looked good in Crocs. And it just so happened that things went south. Pretty sure she blocked me.
Given that the opening sentence of this shot stated that she blocked you, I think we can be more than pretty sure.
So, first we will try to get Heather to like you.
Helga is apparently not a fan of the Reaper.
You should have seen what I did to the dinosaurs.
Incorrect use of a long.
Nothing! I said you should just shake my hand.
The Reaper sticks his right hand out, but his left is magically extended for this handshake. This collection of hundreds of souls is not needed to brand one guy's hand. The brand manages to pass over the bumps and grooves of his hand without deforming at all.
Are you kidding? The guy's a freaking moron. This is gonna be easy as Heather.
Jump scare credits. And that's the pilot of Madtown. You've already heard parts of my frustration with the show, but I want to go into a bit more detail now. First up, the animation quality here is seriously lacking. I know this was made by one dude, but I'm still going to criticize it, because even for an animation made by one person, this is bad. The backgrounds are inconsistent, completely defy the rules of perspective, and are overall very rough and rushed out. The animation itself varies from a Vaseline-covered mess that looks like all the in-between frames were made using interpolation, and sharp, jagged motions that were clearly drawn straight ahead with no regard for timing or easing. The design of the characters is also a mess. I said before that the chibi style looked better, and it does. Max and the Reaper are passable, and the Fly Teacher actually looks okay, but all of the female characters here are the embodiment of 13-year-old lust, and tell me exactly what this guy's Rule 34 search history is. The voice acting is very amateur, and it's obvious that the actors have different levels of experience with this, as well as incredibly varied mic qualities, which have not been covered up at all. But what really gets me is the writing. Where Our Spellbinding Lies is an example of how to write mature content properly, Madtown is an example of how not to write adult media. The writing for this show feels closer to a Brandon Rogers sketch than any actual show, which is probably due to the idea that drugs and swearing are automatically funny, and that really sucks, because the two jokes that aren't just swearing are actually good and got a sharp exhale out of me the first time I heard them. There's a decent story here to be told, but the irrational need to try and make it as adult as possible has just ended up making it feel childish instead. But that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for watching, and have a good one.